Welcome to Gaia's Love, a podcast of brief messages to help humanity bridge the gap to the new earth. My name is Vivienne Gerard. It is my delight to be a scribe for consciousness today, sharing the wisdom that flows through from Source. Here we go. Episode 230. It is Thursday here in Cincinnati. Thursday, hot, hazy, humid summer day. It was beautiful this morning when I was outside running, but it has since gotten a little cloudier and a little thicker feeling when you walk outside. So this morning when I was running, this seems to be the week for sharing songs from my morning time outside. And today the song that was playing that really grabbed my attention is called Soar by Christina Aguilera. And I have heard this song many times, and it's an older song. It's from an album in 2002 that she created called Stripped. And I was curious when I got home to learn what was going through her mind when she wrote this song. Where was she in her journey? What was happening for her at that time? And I did a little research on Wikipedia. Google, Wikipedia, they know all. And so I was just looking up what was happening with her. And it was really interesting. She had quite a bit of controversy at that time with her, studios or people who were managing her work. And the album 2002 that came out called Stripped really was, as she says, it was a new beginning, a reintroduction of herself as an artist. And she created quite a bit of controversy from Wikipedia's report with that album. And it has some really powerful songs on it. And since then, she's continued to have an incredibly successful career. And what's funny is that's the only album of hers that I have on my phone, and I love it. I love the music. So I'm going to read the lyrics to Soar, and then we'll just explore it together for a moment. Okay, Soar by Christina Aguilera. When they push, when they pull, tell me you can hold on. When they say you should change, can you lift your head high and stay strong? Will you give up, give in when your heart's crying out that it's wrong? Will you love you for you at the end of it all? In life, there's going to be times when you're feeling low, and in your mind, insecurity seems to take control. We start to look outside of ourselves for acceptance and approval. We keep forgetting that the one thing we should know is don't be scared to fly alone. Find a path that is your own. Love will open every door. It's in your hands. The world is yours. Don't hold back and always know all the answers will unfold. What are you waiting for? Spread your wings and soar. The boy who wonders, is he good enough for them? Keeps trying to please them all, but he just never seems to fit in. Then there's the girl who thinks she'll never be good enough for him. Keeps trying to change. And that's a game she'll never win. Now in life, there's going to be times when you're feeling low, and in your mind, insecurity seems to take control. We start to look outside of ourselves for acceptance and approval. We keep forgetting that the one thing we should know is don't be scared to fly alone. Find a path that is your own. Love will open every door. It's in your hands. The world is yours. Don't hold back and always know all the answers will unfold. What are you waiting for? Spread your wings and soar. In the mirror is where she comes face to face with her fears. Her reflection so foreign to her after all these years. All of her life she has tried to be something besides herself. Now time has passed and she's ended up someone else with regret. What is it in us that makes us feel the need to keep pretending? Gotta let ourselves be. Don't be scared to fly alone. Find a path that is your own. Love will open every door. It's in your hands. The world is yours. Don't hold back and always know. All the answers will unfold. What are you waiting for? Spread your wings and soar. The song, it's so in alignment with the theme, the messages that have been coming through so clearly this week. Each podcast episode has just been about expand, fly, be brave, be big, do the things that you know from inside of you are in absolute alignment and integrity with who you're here to be. And lose the fear, lose the insecurity. I'm saying this to myself as much as to anyone who's, also in the same space I'm in. Well, let me pause for a moment. Thank you to Christina Aguilera for vulnerably putting words to paper that are so powerful and really offer everyone, because I'm sure we all have some match to what she is describing. At some point in our lives, we have those feelings of, not being sure and not knowing if we're good enough and not knowing if we're ready for whatever our heart actually wants us to do. So thank you for those lyrics and this amazing song. This morning when I got back from my run, I was looking at a message a friend of mine had sent me about this artist, and so I went to his Facebook page, and he had a video that showed the sounds of earth. I mean, who would not want to watch a video that's called Sounds of Earth? And it's about 4 minutes, so I watched it and then I shared it on my Facebook page, which you can go to. It's Viv Gerard on Facebook. And in the video, there's a part where he shows all different parts of Earth and, the different landscapes and animals. And there's this one moment where he shows this beautiful bird just soaring, literally flying through this blue sky. And the camera is just watching this bird for, it feels like minutes. It's probably 10, 20 seconds, but it's so peaceful and beautiful. And then this artist has his music and his voice vibrating as you're watching this bird soaring. It's just breathtaking. And so to see that video clip right after listening to the song and knowing this is the energy that's available for us. We are moving through eclipse season, which could scare everybody or empower us. We're in this wormhole that has been described by the cosmic path that I keep referring to. We're moving through time and space with the possibility of something brand new being formed and created. And I feel like the energy that Christina Aguilera put into writing those words, put into the vibration of that album, that energy is to come underneath our wings and lift us up and remind us, be bigger, be uniquely you, even if other people don't agree with what uniquely you is or don't see all of who your uniquely you is. You know who you are, and you know which path is in most alignment for you. When I was watching that video clip of that bird soaring, it wasn't showing where's the bird going or are there other birds around it. It was just honoring the majesty of this bird in flight. The camera just simply marveled at this movement of animal and air and earth, all together. It was so cool. That's the freedom, the invitation that I feel like our souls are always offering us. And I had the thought before I started this recording. I talk so much about grounding, about being connected to the earth, and about being present in this life, and not separating the soul from the body or the soul from the mind, really having all of that harmonized here. And so sometimes when I talk about soaring or flying or being bigger, I I have the sense that some people believe that means you're ungrounded or you're disconnected. And when I looked at that video of that bird is so in harmony with Earth. It's so connected to the wind currents and looking down at the ground below, like it's one with the energy of what's available for all of us. And so soaring, in the way that I describe it in this podcast, is very grounded, very aware of who you are and what you're here to do, and how your body feels as you're expanding and stretching and becoming more of who you are. It's a very powerful embodiment as you're soaring, as you're expanding, as you're stepping into all that you came here to be. For me, when I, let me see how to say that. Expansion to me feels like my roots, if I were to visualize roots of a tree, like my roots are just getting deeper into the earth, and that allows me to stretch higher and taller and wider and fly more than I did before. It's both. It's fully grounded, fully here in this body in this lifetime, so present to what's happening around me, and at the same time being able to see new possibilities, being able to fly and enjoy the ride of what is being created next, of what is flowing through me. And that both and, that ability to be right here and feel so connected to the earth, and also have this movement, this flying feeling as we're moving through our days, it's the best. It's just so fun. It's so fun. And I believe that resonates with people when the expressions of who we are here to be, when the creative ideas flow through us, when we are, as Christina Aguilera says, when we're soaring and following the path that is unique to us, and we're not afraid, and it's love that's guiding our path, that resonates with people. It's steady and it's strong and it feels real. It feels like it's achievable and doable. When I listen to that song and Christina Aguilera's voice singing it, I know she knows what she's talking about, and I know she's grounded here in her reality, and she's being uniquely her, and she's going to keep creating more music, and she's going to keep soaring above all the drama. Like, she is here and in this incredible energy field of play and creation. So when I share all of this in this podcast space, it's to say it's not about flying out. It's not about flying away. It's not about soaring to separate from anything that's happening here. It's about really being so connected into who you are and what your gifts are and what your unique path is, that you can just stretch and expand and fly. Yeah, I hope that translated in the way that it feels energetically. It's a really happy, solid feeling inside of me. It's like standing with your arms wide open at the edge, of a beautiful cliff, looking out at the ocean and just like, bring it on. That's the feeling. Not like I'm going to jump off the cliff, but like my feet are grounded and steady, and like the wind is coming, rushing against my body, and it's just such a beautiful feeling. That's what I feel for soaring. So how can you integrate or apply that to your life? If this vibration resonates with you, like, how do you bring that into your reality? That's an awesome question or contemplation for your meditation time, or when you're walking outside later, when you're standing in the shower. What ways can I bring this energy here into my life? Because when that invitation is made, your soul is going to give you some next steps, and it's going to tell you this way, and then this way, and then this way. And pretty soon, you're in that same exact feeling, and it's magnificent. Okay. Listen to the song, it'll inspire you. Thank you for tuning into this vibration of pure love. I invite you to join me in aligning with the optimal health of your mind, body, spirit in the virtual community of Viv's Energy Gym. You can learn more at mysouljourney.com. Let's take this message of Gaia's love out into all of our relationships and communities today. So much love from my heart to yours.